Hey everyone, welcome back to Brown Coat Nerd. Today we finally have a follow-up on the Lynx 12. Finally had a chance to go shoot it. I do already have a video, it's kind of a faux unboxing of the gun, kind of first look. And then as you can see, I've done a few upgrades. I had videos on those as well. However, I have put the original grip back on. Did have a US palm grip on here, but this has a specific grip nut. So to use the screw with the US palm grip, I had to change out the grip nut with a loaner AK, and I've switched that back. And then I did have a Tapco stock on here that came on another AK I had purchased, and I had replaced it. I figured I'll throw it on the Lynx, see what that's like. Put on this Missouri Tactical Recoil pad, and I did have this stock on here when I took it out shooting it. And the recoil pad seemed to eat up the recoil pretty well. It just seemed a little bulky and cumbersome, and it wasn't really quite comfortable. So I decided to go ahead and put the original stock back on there. I feel like this one was just a little bit too short, being at the wasser length, and so I figured I'd just throw that Tapco on there, just kind of as a temporary thing. I wasn't planning on sticking with that. But after shooting it, it was just, yeah, got rid of it, put the original back on there. Once again, like I said, I do plan on changing this out to something else a little bit nicer. I just haven't got to that point yet, so you'll see a video on that when that eventually comes. And also, as you can see, I have the Carolina shooter supply, tri-rail handguard, the adjustable gas regulator. Did have this set to 3. I was shooting slugs the entire time. And then finally, got the thread protector off of there and put the flash hider on. So I've got separate videos on all of that stuff if you are curious. So the ammo that I took out, first up we've got this Wolf. Like I said, it was slugs. Yeah, made in Russia. This is all took this out shooting like the weekend I found out that the importation ban on Russian ammo was going on. And then I had 2 different boxes of this Sterling. This is their slug, big game series slugs. And then they're what they call the Tornado, and this is their competition slugs. I believe this stuff is made in Russia as well. It's got some kind of Russian looking type proof marks there, or whatever you want to call those. So anyway, so that's what I took out to shoot. I've never used these slugs before in my previous shotguns that I've owned. So it was just what I could find. And then the magazines I used were this original 5-round mag that it came with, and then this Pro Mag here. Whoops, slippery fella. This Pro Mag here. I originally thought it was an 8-round, but I do believe I was actually able to get 10 rounds in there. So may have actually gotten the 10 round, just not realized it, or it is an 8-round. I was just able to fit 10 rounds in there. Did have to modify the mag ever so slightly. With these shotgun style AKs, do expect to have to file on your mag at least some to get it to work. These mags are kind of the Achilles heel of these shotguns. That's the key to getting them to work right, is you got to find the right mag to go with the gun. So I took it out shooting. The reason it took me so long is right now I'm stuck to just using indoor ranges, and the one close to me used to allow slugs, but then they just banned shotguns altogether because too many people were bringing in buckshot and shooting that. But recently they have gone back to allowing shotgun slugs. So finally, once I realized that, I took this puppy out because I was very eager to shoot it. Like I said, I had the 3 different boxes, so 30 rounds total. The accuracy was left a little something to be desired. I'd set the target down, I believe, like at 20 or 25 feet. And it was shooting pretty low. Like I was aiming for I was shooting at silhouette targets. I was aiming for the head, and I was hitting the torso. They were the smaller silhouette targets, so they weren't like 1-to-1 scale. So, but still, I was a little shocked at that. I used to have a Savage Stevens pump action shotgun that I actually kind of got rid of to make room for this in my collection. And that's also made in China, but it's a pump action. And that thing was great with slugs. I was really blown away and surprised at the accuracy of that guy. So I'm a little curious to try out some different ammunition in this. Before I was shooting a lot of Cellar and Below, or S&B, however you pronounce that, ammo, and a whole lot of Federal. So I'm curious to see if maybe it was just the ammo. Also, maybe just me kind of needing to adjust and get a little bit used to this gun as well. As far as any kind of issues I had with it, I did have some issues, unfortunately, and I think it all pretty much goes back once again to the magazines. So I'm very curious and eager to get some more mags in, play around with that. Obviously, I'll have a follow-up video. But this one seemed to be the best and most reliable mag, the one that it came with. So, twice I got through the mag without any issues. And then the other 2 times, it jammed, it locked up on that last round. I had a failure to feed on the last round. So maybe that's just kind of a break-in for the magazine, maybe. Once again, people do talk about these guns have a bit of a break-in, but I was shooting slugs, so I was kind of hoping that would, you know, the high-powered round would take up any issues with that. A lot of times you see people having issues with these, specifically during break-in. A lot of times they're using low brass and, you know, buckshot and birdshot stuff. So I was hoping the slugs would kind of help alleviate any issues and speed along the break-in. But I did have those issues with this mag. Now with the Pro Mag, surprise, surprise, I did get several jams through me shooting the, you know, 1 loaded mag I had of this. I think I got like 2, maybe 3 jams out of the 10 rounds that were in here. A lot of people, I've seen a few videos where they talk about these mags do kind of, once again, have a bit of a break-in. They'll talk about how there's excess flashing on the inside mold of this mag. And like an idiot, I didn't bother to take it apart or anything and look. I just loaded it up and took it out, even though I was aware of that. So I'm kind of curious. You know, tried this a little bit, but once again, I don't really have high hopes. It's a Pro Mag, you know, you get what you pay for. I do plan on getting some other mags and running those, like I said. But other than that, really just the general feel of the gun. Other than that Tapco stock with that recoil pad just feeling really bulky, it was a fun gun to shoot. You know, I think I had a grin on my face the whole time. Well, most of the time, other than when it jammed up on me. But once again, another thing I'm very curious just to shoot it some more. Because like a lot of people say, these do have a break-in period. So kind of eager to get past that that break-in period, see if the issues still persist, see if different mags will help, see if different ammo might help with the accuracy of this. But no, all in all, it was pretty fun, and for the price that I paid for this, you know, I'm not too disappointed. This was just kind of a gun to take out to the range and goof around with, and just something to kind of have fun and tinker around with, because most of my stuff is surplus, and it's just all about, you know, authenticity. So I wanted a gun I could just do my own thing with. Another thing that I did notice with this gun, and I kind of had a feeling this was going to be the issue. I do believe I brought this up in my first impressions video. A lot of these AK shotguns will come with some form or another to hold the bolt back, because that makes it a lot easier having that bolt locked back to load up a fully loaded mag. Now this particular one has a little button back here. So I can just push that button, locks the bolt back. You know, it's not, that hold open is not built into the mag. And then when you have your fully loaded mag in there, you just pull back on the bolt and you're ready to go. Other versions, not necessarily of the Lynx, but different AK shotguns, will have a cutout in the back of the safety, a lot like these Zastava or Yugoslavian and Serbian AKs. And basically with that little cutout notch, you just pull your charging handle back to the right spot. You flip up your safety, and that little notch will catch your charging handle. Now, I do have an M92 Zastava, and that has that built in, and I find that that is actually a lot more convenient and comfortable to function and get your bolt locked back than having to kind of mess with this button, because you're all fidgety with both hands, and it's weird. And with that safety, once you get it down, you can kind of do that with one hand, just as you pull the charging handle back, flip up that safety with your thumb. So I thought it was kind of neat that it had a little button with the built-in bolt hold open. You know, that's the first AK I had that had a built-in bolt hold open, not just, you know, built into the magazine. But very quickly handling it, I was like, yeah, I think the old-fashioned easy fix of just cutting the notch in the safety would actually be more comfortable. So one thing I might actually look at is to replacing this safety or just popping this one out, maybe cutting in the notch myself. Because it is just kind of funky handling this, getting that to lock open. And maybe that's just a matter of, you know, me shooting it and getting used to. That might go away with time, but I did find it very awkward at first. So more will come to this gun. Like I said, do a few more finalized modifications. I'll get, you know, whatever buttstock I end up going with. I'll get that US palm grip back on here. I do plan on doing some kind of a red dot because this does have your rail on the side. And also hopefully some mags that work. So all in all, you know, I'm fairly happy with the gun. If I had paid more for this, I think I'd be a little frustrated at this point. Once again, like, you know, they say these guns have a bit of a break-in. And I'm pretty positive my feeding issues are all magazine related. So it's just a matter of getting the right mag there. Hopefully some different ammo loadout will increase the accuracy some. Or just me shooting it and getting used to, and maybe I am not aiming it properly or something. So the jury's still out on this one. You know, I took it out once, shot only 30 rounds. I'm not disappointed with the gun, but at the same time, I'm not making this video going, hot dog, guys, y'all need to run out and get one of these right now, because it's a killer deal. You know, time will tell on that, and I will have follow-ups. So, alright guys, that is it. That concludes my first time shooting impressions of the SDS Imports Lynx 12, which I haven't mentioned it, is basically a copy of the Russian Sega Saga 12 shotgun. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay shiny.